Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo and I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version. 1.12 has fully released. Now as we're making this video, 1.12 has rolled out for iOS, Windows 10, Xbox and Switch. It seems like Android is slightly delayed. Now this has been happening quite a lot recently with the betas and also the 1.12 for release. So if you're watching this video and you're an Android player and you don't have 1.12, don't worry, it is coming very, very soon. So 1.12 is a very important update to the Minecraft community. The main reason why is because in this version, they fixed over 150 bugs. Now, we needed a dedicated bug fix update for Bedrock. And if you go back to my beta videos, I did like 16 beta videos for 1.12. because there was that many changes. If you guys want to check out the full changelog, it is down below in the description. Also in this 1.12 version, not only did they focus on bugs, but massive improvements to the API modding. So you're going to see some really cool add-ons and mods released in the community. I'll show you two of them in today's video. So drop a like if you want the changelog, it's down below. Here's the confirmation. We'll start with this one from Aubrey Norris. The 1.12 update on Android may take a few days to roll out. Sorry for the delay on this one, Android crafters. And one more thing I want to mention is this coming from Megaspud, the community manager here in the UK. FYI, the new realms permissions in 1.12 will be available fully after the weekend. They aren't compatible with 1.11, so the realms team have left a window of time for everyone to get the update. So if you read the changelog and you're like, there's been changes to realms permissions, and then you go into your permissions and there's nothing there, and I'll do it right now for you guys. If we go in here, you're basically meant to be able to give specific people like the moderator ability. Means that they can add people to the realm, remove people to the realm, invite people, etc. Yeah, it's not here yet, and I got really confused. Turns out that it's not going to be introduced until the weekend. Right, let's go through the changes, and yes, that is amplified, and yes, I'm going to show you guys exactly what it looks like. So I do want to mention one of the important things that has changed in this version that was actually done by Tommaso himself is the loading in, the generating, chunk loading, and movement. That has been massively improved. You'll notice it whenever you play on whatever your device that things load in a lot better. Chunks are a lot smoother, especially if you're flying with the Elytra and things like that, which is a really, really good one as well because this version does require like a lot of power when you first load up a world. And don't worry, we're going to get into that right now, which is, this is Goo. This was created by a good friend of mine, Stark, and I'll try and leave a link down below, but I did do this in the first 1.12 beta, and it does still work in this one. So this 1.12 beta, or sorry, full version, is well known for having the ability to introduce blocks, introduce them with custom abilities, but also edit biomes. I think that's an edited savanna biome over there, which is why the Goo is possible. So what is this? Well, it just gives you different effects. So we do / game mode S. You can mine these. They take quite some time. Efficiency doesn't make any difference, even if I've got efficiency 5 on this like I do. We grab this. We have ourselves Goo. And we eat this. I think you can eat this. It gives you nausea. How long does it give you nausea for? We have ourselves a really freaky ability. Man, it makes me so sick, this does. Should have grabbed myself some milk. Now, if I remember correctly, if we combine a bunch of these inside of a crafting table, I believe it kills you. That's why I've set the world spawn. So, well-known, very great abilities, having the options to actually introduce custom blocks. And this is where you are going to start seeing maybe some mod packs introduce custom ores, things like that. We've got 12, that's more than enough. This thing is going to kill me. It creates the compressed Goo. 3, 2, 1, and you're dead. So yeah, custom blocks, a great addition to the game, and I think you guys will fully enjoy it. So I'm a big fan of this next one. Increased volume of mobs when raiding happens. I've experienced this in the previous versions, and it's a massive pain if you haven't experienced it. Basically, what would happen is a raid would happen, and you just couldn't locate the raiders. In some cases, they would be underground, they'd be locked in a room. If it's a 2x2 gap, there would be pillagers there. Now, I hope there's been improvements to that, but more importantly, the sounds have been increased. So when a raid is happening, you will hear a really loud roar from the Illager Beast, the Ravager, or you'll hear the pillagers quite easily, which I think is a great one. Wandering Trader, it's been to say now has sounds. So you might be able to hear some sounds from this guy. So in the previous version, they literally didn't have sounds. They were just in your world. They've obviously copied them from the PC Java version, which is pretty cool. Splash text / update to the panorama. I do want to show you this, and I should have shown you this at the start. So the background, that's what they call the panorama picture. It would be cool if you could switch between each one from updates. This was pretty new, and I think the first time they ever did the panorama change was during the update aquatic. But I think the last one was the update aquatic. They've now updated it to the village and pillage. I've been in beta for so long, so I didn't notice this. But a change that has happened, and what I'm talking about, Notch, is the splash text. Don't think this was in 1.11. Pretty sure it was in 1.12. I could be wrong, but they officially removed Notch or any reference to Notch from this small splash text on your screen. Notch is still in the game credits. He's just not here anymore. So we did talk about this one. In this version, there is round permissions, but they will be introduced over the next 1 or 2 days. If you're watching this after, it should be there available for you. Over 100+ bugs fixed / crashes fixed. We needed this. It was a much needed beta. And in my beta videos, I was like, it's only a bug fix, but they add up and they're much needed. Menu interface improvements, faster loading and switching. So the thing about this is being able to go to your skins, seeing your skins load a lot faster, being able to cycle through them. In some cases, back in the day, these skins would take like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes to load up. They have been massively improved. Not only that though, is if you go to the marketplace store, you can navigate things so much faster. Your settings, you can just access things much better. I'm doing this on Windows 10, so it's quite easy to use anyway. But other devices, it wasn't as easy. Better chunk loading for multiplayer. You'll notice a big difference in Realms. Look at this guy, he's having a blast over there. You'll notice this in Realms a lot better. You'll probably notice it in your multiplayer gameplay servers as well. Only players who defend raids earn the hero effect. So as you know, we have this effect, /effect at P, village _ hero. So this thing is gained. I figured it out. It was the Z button. So this is gained when you defeat a raid. But what would happen is anyone in the world, anyone in a realm would gain the hero of the village effect. They've made it that only players who do the raid will gain this effect, meaning that basically you don't have to have 1 or 2 players doing the dirty work, risking their life and losing their stuff, and the other people reaping the benefits. Only the people who defend the raid will earn the hero effect. So it makes you kind of have to raid, rather than raiding be in the game and nobody use it. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. In and out of boats improvements. So there was a lot of glitching out with boats. Now it's a lot smoother to get on land. In some cases, it would just put you under the water if there was water under here. Yeah, you don't no longer no clip down below and just get in and out of boats a lot better. Better wolf lead placement. I mean, I didn't really notice this one before, but if we just grab this guy, come on, little fellow. Okay, let's stand you up real quick. Stand up, please, little fella. Oh, that looks like a bug. Because I claimed him and saved the world. I think we found a new bug, guys. I actually tamed him previously. But I can't pick up. He won't stand up. Maybe 1.12's introduced a new bug. But anyway, the placement of the lead is a lot better. I think leads on Bedrock are much better than the Java version anyway. Changes to cats. Booty shuffling cats. Go away, sheep, you're not a cat. Are no more. So do you remember when you would make a cat sit? And then it would no longer sit. It would be sitting and it would just be shuffling its bum all the way around the world. Really creepy and weird. That's been fixed. But I can't seem to make these stand up. It's acting as if I haven't tamed them. Or maybe some of the add-ons I've got on are broken. I don't know. I do have a couple of add-ons installed, so that could be the reason why. Mobs no longer spawn in these. And I put lots of exclamation marks because this is also linked to raids. So if you had a tree like this and it was like this, mobs would spawn inside of them. Pillagers would spawn inside of them. It would literally have to be a hunter. If you got a tree farm like I do, finding these things can be quite difficult because it's quite dark. And if it's like a big bushed area, yeah, pillagers would be in them. You literally have to listen to the sounds. So that's been fixed. That's been changed. Thank you for that one. Really glad that's happened. Frosted ice can be mined. So frosted ice, I believe, was really slow last time. I believe you could still mine it. The frosted ice is what you find in the iceberg biomes. You could mine it, but it was very, very slow. It's a lot better now, I believe. Brighter seagrass. I know, a very random one, right? But seagrass is a lot brighter now instead of dark and dull. I think it's to match the PC version. Efficiency pick breaks ice faster in general, so we'll do / game mode S. Sorry, that's the wrong one. And if we mine this, I got efficiency 5 here. I mean, I don't have Silk Touch, but I believe it just can be mined a lot better. Frosted Ice, normal ice in general, they can just be done a lot better. Huge API changes and modding additions. I already showed you one, but I've got one more that I will show you in today's video. And guys, you know what's happened in this version? You now have the ability to crawl. So as long as you have 1.12 installed, you have yourself some water and a 1 gap, you can crawl. It looks really weird on this version though. Like, it's a swimming animation that gives you the ability to crawl through 1 spaces, which means you can go and create yourself all of those cool underground cave systems that you've always wanted to do. Right, so there has been another change, and that is the ability for players to edit biomes, which means amplified is somewhat possible. So let's go to that world. So this is my seed. This is the non-amplified version. The seed is just ECKOSOLDIER in capital letters, all one word. Basically, you have a mesa biome at spawn. I just wanted to show you guys what's around here and what it looks like compared to the amplified version. It's actually a pretty decent seed. If you're a fan of mesa biomes, which is a vast mesa biomes, then it's a pretty cool seed. An old Let's Play I built over there. Doesn't have a mansion though. It would have been perfect to have a mansion at spawn. So this is just the non-amplified version. So let's go to the amplified version. This was created by Rifle, by the way. So I'm literally standing at the same point, and you'll notice a massive difference. Now, the amplified doesn't go incredibly high, but it is much more amplified. It's much more raised. And if you enjoy the terrain to be much more raised, you will start to see more amplified stuff being introduced. It's kind of made the mesa biome like a mesa Bryce. It's really impressive, actually. You're going to find some really cool mine shafts as well. Very simple change that can make a huge difference to a Minecraft player. It'd be so much fun when they do eventually introduce Amplified to Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version, because we were promised this as a console edition player a very long time, and it was never ever introduced. And that's the 1.12 version for you. There has been more bug fixes, a lot more bug fixes, but I only went over a few of them. Check the description for the full change. So guys, enjoy 1.12. If you're an Android player, it's coming very soon. Have a great day, stay beautiful, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.